What's up, you're back, and today, best players to invest in right now. We have a couple days of real baseball in the books. Stats are here. And with that, tons of stubs ready to be made on roster update investments. Now guess what? The actual roster update investment where these guys' attributes will be changed, their overalls will be changed based on real life performance. That's not going to be here for another 3 or 4 weeks probably. Probably about 3 weeks on a Friday. But guess what? I've already made 600,000 stubs buying and selling roster update guys. How's that possible, you might ask? We'll talk about that in this video. Now listen, let me re-emphasize. You don't have to wait till the actual roster update to make stubs in investing. It's the best method in the game. Smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, join the Discord link down below. Become a member because all the members were already heavily invested. I have like 2 million stubs almost. Probably like 1.6, 1.7 mil just from doing this. Very simple. Let's get into today's video. First guy on the list, we're looking at him right now, Pablo Lopez. He's supercharged. I said invest into him before he was supercharged. I already made a lot of stubs on Pablo Lopez. You know why? I think I had about 100 Pablo Lopez's. You see that spike? I'm touching my brain right now. I sold off during that spike. I made about 50% on that investment. That's about 50, probably like 50 to 60,000 stubs right there. And then I reinvested. I reinvested into him for about 1,600 per. You can see I could already make more profit if I wanted to. Investing in starter pitchers is definitely the way to go early on in the game. We'll talk about that more as the video progresses. In his first start, 7 innings pitched, 7 strikeouts. He gave up 1 earned run. Pretty dominant performance from Pablo Lopez, but guess what? It was against the Royals. Let's not overreact, but I am invested because if he has a nice next performance, we could see him go to Corbin Burns type prices. So this is Pablo Lopez, definitely a guy to watch. See if you can get him at a lower price. Again, prices for these last series cards are lower at nighttime. That's the best time to invest. And with that, let's get to the next guy. Paul Goldschmidt. Paul Goldschmidt, you might be thinking to yourself, are you out of your mind? Now he's at quick sell. I like that a lot. Quick sell means no risk. I have 67 of him. Pretty decent start to the season overall. He's batting 278, nothing crazy. 853 OPS. I know that these, some of these stats might not matter, but trust me, they do. I'm going to make a whole video actually about how I choose who to invest in and what stats I look at. So that'll be coming probably sometime in the next couple of days, maybe next week. But like I said, Paul Goldschmidt, he can get some boost to his numbers versus righties. He started off the season all right, but this is a guy that we've seen him be a high diamond before. We saw him get extremely hot last year. Yeah, maybe he slowed down a little bit. He had a terrible spring training, so I was very worried about how Paul Goldschmidt would bounce back from an awful spring training. But to start off 278, when he maybe hasn't been seeing the ball that well to start the year, I could see him turn around real fast. And at quick sell, I'm willing to hold for a few weeks. Maybe he has a big performance and starts getting the gears a-churning. Paul Goldschmidt, not bad. Then we got Christian Walker. Now Christian Walker, I'm actually not too big on him. He can have definitely some attribute boost to his numbers versus right. The reason he went up in price is because another content creator gave him another content creator said buy Christian Walker, so he shot up to 2,000. Man, I hope you sold. I said he might have been a good buy at quick sell. I'm not paying $16.75 to get Christian Walker right now. Started off the year 250, 948 OPS. Already has 2 home runs and 5 RBIs in 20 at bats. That's not shabby. That's pretty solid numbers. The Diamondbacks have been hitting the ball pretty well, but I'm still waiting for Christian Walker to go to quick sell before I go and join in on the fun. And you know what? If we look at his trend, he actually has been pretty much at quick sell forever until one content creator gave him a shout out. Nothing has changed. I stay away from Christian Walker. Next guy up, Evan Phillips. Evan Phillips, man. Roster update investing into relievers and closers. It's like opening packs. You're gambling, baby. Your fate is in the hands of SDS. Because think about it. Luis Robert Jr., he can hit 2 home runs in one game and his price will shoot up. We actually saw that happen already. You can look at that little spike. He went to 3,000. But Evan Phillips, what's he going to do? Strike out the side over and over again? These guys really need the attribute updates, and that's why it's going to be a longer-term investment. But I like it so far. 2.1 innings pitched, 3 strikeouts, 0 earned runs. Let's see how many walks he has. 0 walks. So, this is a guy where you got to hope that he doesn't get touched for the next 3 weeks. Will that happen? I don't know. But at quick sell, I'm willing to take a flyer to double my stubs. As soon as he gives up 1 or 2 runs, sayonara, buddy. He's on the chopping block. But for right now, I don't mind Evan Phillips. Luis Robert Jr., speaking of the devil, I have 102 of him, but guess what? I actually had 80 of him a couple of days ago. He had a multi-home run game. I sold them all for 3,300 stubs each. That's right, I made about 150K already on Luis Robert Jr., and the roster update is 4 weeks away. You should be doing this too. I then reinvested when he was at 1,500, 1,600, so now I'm back in, and I'm going to keep repeating the cycle. 250 batting average start the year off, but he does have 2 home runs because of that 2 home run game, and only 16 at-bats, 919 OPS. Luis Robert Jr., there's a lot of hype around him. He's been at high prices throughout the year, so I could see him, getting one of those guys where before the roster update, maybe that week before the actual update, we could see his price be at 2,500 around that area if nothing else changes. Up next, Zack Allen. And now I need to explain one of the best methods for roster update investing, right? Investing in starting pitchers 2 or 3 days before their start. Now, Zack Allen is pitching tonight, I believe, against the New York Yankees. Terrible matchup. He's probably going to get rocked, let's be real here. But the chance is that he won't. And he's a quick sell, so it's a zero risk flyer. This is literally a flyer type pick. Maybe Zack Allen deals versus the Yankees, has 5 or 6 strikeouts, and then he goes up to 2,000. And you make stubs with zero risk. In his first start, 5 innings pitched, 3 strikeouts, gave up, I think, 2 runs. So pretty much a mediocre first start. It was against the Rockies, pretty mid, which is why his price, during that start was about 2,200. I sold off. I already made my stubs on Zack Allen, then reinvested. We needed to have a better performance with more strikeouts. But for a risk-free investment on a starting pitcher, you can't really do much better. Just make sure that that starting pitcher has at least mediocre stats heading into the matchup, which is what Zack Allen has. Let's see how he does tonight versus the Yankees. Ketel Marte. I'm all in, baby. 130 Ketel Martes. And listen to this. 368 batting average. Round of applause. Everyone sell the house, sell the barn, go in. Oh, wait. He has like 30 singles and 0 extra base hits. Somebody shoot some testosterone into this guy, man. He's got to hit the weight room. Now, his batting average might be high, but don't be deceived. I'm a little disappointed with Ketel Marte's numbers. Yes, he's been hitting the ball pretty well, getting a lot of singles, which is great, a lot of hits. But, yes, he's 7 for 19. His OPS is 785. You look at his power numbers, 73 power, 49 power. Gotta get some extra base hits if we want to see him go diamond. So definitely, I don't even know if I'd be investing more right now. I invested mostly at 1,650 stubs. It went down to like 1,550 at some time. You could have got in. There's probably going to be another point in time where you can get in on Ketel Marte. He's hitting the ball well, just not for extra base hits and power, which he needs to get if we want to see an upgrade. Tyler Glasnow. Also, I should have mentioned it at the beginning of this video. We're going to have our first silver players featured in a roster update video this year at the end of today's video, so stay tuned for that. Tyler Glasnow, another starting pitcher. He's already inflated in price because he's starting tomorrow. Like I said, invest in the starters 2 or 3 days before their start, or it's going to be too late. They'll already be rising. I bought him at 1,550 stubs yesterday, so I already made profit if I sold right now, but I'm not going to do that because he's pitching tomorrow. I think he's pitching tomorrow. He's facing the Giants. I could care less about his matchup. He's got mediocre stats. Listen to this. First start of the year against the Padres, 5 innings pitched, 2 earned runs, 3 strikeouts, 4 walks. Pretty bad start, honestly, pretty mediocre. But then the next start against the Cardinals, 6 innings pitched, 1 earned run, 1 walk, and 5 strikeouts. So he already improved upon his last performance, so he's only getting better. If he can do that again and improve a 3rd time, then, oh baby, Tyler Glasnow already has 1 extra start than everyone else. He's already getting his stuff figured out. He was a lot more dialed in against St. Louis. If we can see him perform like that against the Giants, we'll be in a very, very good spot. Got to keep the walks down again. He had 4 walks his first performance and only 1 last time. Has to have another low walk, higher strikeout performance against the Giants. So this is a pretty solid investment. I also think that Tyler Glasnow actually has the talent to go diamond. So definitely a guy that we could see get an upgrade. Cody Bellinger. Oh man. I have 150 of him, perhaps the most stubs I have in someone. And you know what he's rewarded me with? English? Rewarded me with? Rewarded. Someone bring out a dictionary. 214 batting average, 675 OPS. He has been bad, man. Not a good start to the season for Cody Bellinger. He's got it on base a lot from walks. He's a 389 OBP. That doesn't really matter. He's got to hit the ball, baby. Honestly, right now, we're in downgrade territory for Cody Bellinger, but I'm holding, I'm not selling. Something very important you guys all should consider. You should not be thinking about selling off, your major investments until they have at least 40 at-bats, man. I played baseball. There'd be times where I would start off the year 0 for 20, and then I would go 10 for 11. It takes a while to get adjusted to to facing some of the better batters. In spring training, Cody Bellinger might have been facing some of the bums, might not have been trying as hard. He's got to get readjusted. This is a guy who has talent. I'm not too concerned, but I'm definitely getting there. We need to see a quick turnaround if we want to make some Stubs in Cody Bellinger. Up next, Logan Webb, another starting pitcher. You might have seen the notifications. This is a guy I'm trying to buy right now. I have 39. That's not enough. Remember, at least 50,000 Stubs per investment for it to be worth it. Logan Webb, pretty mediocre mid first start of the year against the Padres. 6 innings pitched, 5 strikeouts, 2 earned runs, 2 walks. Pretty mid. Does he deserve a boost based on that one start? Probably not. But he's pitching against the Dodgers. It might be tonight, honestly, the day of this video. I don't care about the matchup. I just care about the opportunity. Word of the day, opportunity. Invest based on opportunity. Logan Webb, solid opportunity to improve upon his stats. If not, goodbye. I'll quick sell him for a 1,000 stub loss. 1,000 stubs ain't a big deal to me. You were gonna spend that money on packs. Don't lie to me. So Logan Webb, definitely a good investment. Gunter Henderson. Gunter Henderson, I had 100 of. I did this twice. Listen, I bought 100 of him at 900 stubs and sold him off for 1,600 stubs. So I already made 700. I already made probably 200,000 stubs buying and selling Gunter Henderson this year. But at 1,100 stubs, would I buy in? No, I wouldn't. Yes, he's off to a hot start. 357 batting average, 1.2 OPS. He's playing very nice. He's playing like he deserves an upgrade. Small sample size, guys. The hype will die down. Once they add that ranked season program update on April 12th, we could see a drop in live series card prices. Be patient. Don't overpay. Gunter Henderson's a guy on my list, but at the current price, gonna pass. Yandy Diaz, bro. 77 of them. He's not at quick sell anymore. Be patient, like I said. Prices will drop. Things will even out. Look at his attributes. Solid versus righties. 45-50 versus lefties. What the hell? Starting off the year hot, baby. 444 batting average. 1.3 OPS. Someone ring the bell. 2 home runs. I think he had a multi-home run game yesterday. I mean, this guy's been hot to start the year off for sure. Hitting for power. One of those home runs was versus a lefty yesterday. Yandy Diaz. I mean, this is a guy I'm a little concerned about because after a multi-home run game, you would like to see his price definitely go higher. In regards to, oh wow, he played great. But we haven't really seen his buy now change a lot. So this is probably going to be a guy we're going to have to leave in the hands of SDS. So your fate is tied to if SDS is aware of Yandy Diaz's performances. Not a big fan of that, but I'm a big fan of his stats, so keep that in mind. Raphael Diaz at quick sell. His hitting attributes are already insane. 75 contact, 90 power versus both sides pretty much. At quick sell, already has diamond hitting. The fielding is why he's a gold. He's going to have to hit very, very well, but it's worth a flyer in my opinion. 230 batting average start the year, 871 OPS. He missed a few games because of some shoulder soreness. This is a guy that he really has to start hitting some home runs and get hot if we want to see a boost. Honestly, this is probably the first guy I'm cashing out on, but it's also a good way to start getting your stubs in the market if everyone else is overpriced. Another starting pitcher, Jesus Luzardo, pitches today against the Angels. Had a solid start to the year, so his stats are already there. 5 innings pitched, 8 strikeouts. The strikeouts, baby. I like that a lot. He had 2 walks in those 5 innings pitched. He only gave up 2 hits, so he's in theory hits per 9 improvement, but it's a very small sample size. We have to see how he does versus the Angels today. But look what happens. The day of a start, his price is already high. I told members, go in and buy him at quick sell. So we've already been buying him up. I didn't have enough stubs to get the 50,000 stub requirement on him, and his price already jumped up in price. Let the boys feed, you know what I'm saying? But this is a guy where the opportunity is there. I like it a lot. Speaking of opportunity, Nathan Eovaldi. Nathan Eovaldi at quick sell, man. First start, 6 innings pitched, only 3 strikeouts, not great. Only 1 walk though, which is pretty solid, and 2 earned runs versus the Cubs. Plays the Rays. The Rays, not the best team, not the best hitting team in baseball right now. Nathan Eovaldi, if he has a nice start, could go up to 800 stubs, similar to what we're seeing with Jesus Luzardo, and he's a quick sell. Honestly, I had some and I sold them off to buy some more guys. This is a guy I would like to reinvest in personally to see how he does versus the Cubs. Pretty solid investment opportunity right there. 3 more guys and almost 2 more silvers after this one. We got Merrill Kelly. Where's he at, man? Merrill Kelly from the Diamondbacks. A lot of Diamondbacks in this video. Look at his attributes. He can have attribute upgrades everywhere. In his first performance, 6 2/3 innings pitched, 8 strikeouts. The Ks per 9, that's pretty solid right there. Only 3 hits, only 1 run, 0 walks per 9. 0 walks in his first debut. Pitches versus the Yankees. The Yankees, oh man, I have a feeling they're going to eat him up for dinner tomorrow night in his matchup. But the opportunity is there, and that quick sell, definitely worth the risk. 2 more guys and the first silvers of the year. Who's it going to be? Ryan Mountcastle, man. Hot start to the year. I bought 300 of him at 200 stubs each. He's batting .429 to start the season. 1.25 OPS. He's hitting the ball very well, hitting the ball for power. He's got 444 OBP, batting average of .430. Those are some high numbers. Struggled with health last year, but now that he's healthy, he's a guy that can definitely hit the ball well. And if we look at his splits, he's actually hitting the ball a lot better versus righties than lefties in this small sample size. So Mountcastle, he's on gold watch. We could see him go all the way to an 81 overall to make 3 extra stubs. The last guy, another pitcher with some opportunity. First off, Justin Steele, could be Corey Seager 2.0 if you know, you know. But up next is Jose Berrios. I tried buying him, man. You see those 53 orders at 215? Those are me. I tried buying Berrios at 250 stubs each. Only 100 orders went through overnight. Now we all know, say it with me, that's not enough. I know it's not enough, but I'm not overpaying, man. I'm gonna be patient. I'm not overpaying. Berrios is a guy that's pitching today, I believe. The opportunity is there. Solid start to the year. 6 innings pitched, 6 strikeouts in his first performance, 2 earned runs, 1 walk. If he plays well today, his price could be going closer to 400. And that's it. That's the video, boys. Comment down below any questions you have. Become a member. Ask me questions in the Discord. Kind of a long video, man, but we got lots and lots of more Ross update videos to come. Peace out. Thanks for watching.